All right, and we're live again.
Live once again. And we're talking about some free agents today.
Free agents. So this episode, free agents frenzy is what we're gonna call it.
I like that.
So I got the list of free agents, right? So I'm just gonna say a name, and I want you to tell me if you were John Robinson, if you'd let him walk,
Cut them all.
and
No, just kidding.
if you do re-sign him, what would be your max to pay him?
Yeah.
So first one on the list, we have Mr. Jadeveon Clowney.
I say you cut unless you can get him down to a bargain because he knows nobody else wants his ass.
Yeah, he's smart. I think he's going to use this year is what he tried to do last year as a prove-it deal. And I think I give him $6 million.
Because if you had him coming off the right side or left side, it doesn't matter. And Harold Landry coming on the other side. Because Jadeveon, he sets that edge.
Yeah.
He gets pressure in the backfield. He just don't get to the quarterback. And you got Harold coming around the edge. Jadeveon swings this quarterback out. You got Harold. I mean, you think that's how it worked, but Vic Beasley kind of wasted our time for 7 games.
Yeah, that was horrible. But yeah, I agree with you on that one. I would keep Clowney.
But yeah, 6-7 million.
Yeah, not too much.
Definitely not 15.
Oh no, if he wants
15,
fine.
You can go ahead and go retire. You're not going anywhere for 15.
Next free agent, a Tennessee staple, been with us forever, Big Daquan Jones.
Again, I say you re-sign him. I mean, because he's been good. I wouldn't say like great, but he's done the job. I think you get him down or pay him about, says $7 million here, maybe 6. But for a good while, I think we should just keep him until he retires from the Titans.
Now you see, I agree with you.
He's getting a little old.
He is getting a little old, and that would be the only thing. But I think this is a deep defensive tackle draft class. I would have to do more mock draft and research with that one. I would draft one on a cheaper deal and a younger person.
I was looking at the bottom, like going down a little bit, and I saw Jack Crawford.
I was going to say that, Jack Crawford.
But he's also older than Daquan.
I would hit the draft
even
for a
though he
defensive
looked
tackle.
he looked kind of young. Got the Joshua Dobbs haircut. No eyebrows, no hair.
If I had to, I think I would let Daquan. Oh, they got market value? Okay, let's see market value.
Jadeveon's nothing. It might be up.
There's no way it's last year. All right. A big staple in our offense. Mr. Corey Davis himself.
Look at it. Yeah, so this is showing that Jadeveon's market value is 6.5.
I'd pay that.
Yeah. Okay, back to the list.
Mine's just extremely slow. Yeah, I mean, look at us, 2 for 2. We say we paid Daquan about 6. They say it's worth about 7.
Don't look at Corey yet, okay? So I think Corey, he'll get more. I think he'll want more. Again, I don't think he should be paid more than probably 8.5, 9. Because he's a great second wide receiver. Because we got a lot in A.J. Brown, young, which Corey's decent. You know, he's not old, but he's not like fresh off the press type thing. So I'm saying probably 8, 9.
Now listen, I would overpay a little bit for Corey Davis, and this is why. Corey Davis understands the system we're in. He understands he has to make the most of what targets comes his way, and he understands we're a run-first team, and he likes to block. That's so uncommon with receivers.
I'm worried too, though. I know this is getting off track, but we're talking about a wide receiver, Tannehill. Yeah. I'm worried if we bring in another 2 for 2, baby, or 3 for 3.
Let's go.
But I'm worried that if we bring in a new OC and he does not have the same run heavy, that Tannehill won't shine.
That is a concern too. But I mean, yes, you have different systems. But your job as a coordinator is to change your system to the players you have. And even if you're a pass first person, you don't just cut Derrick Henry out the game plan.
Yeah.
So that says 9.8. I would give Corey the 9.8 with no problem because most receivers act like they don't want to block. Corey has no problem with that. So you're paying for an attitude in that type sense.
Yeah. Now, our favorite, Stephen Gostkowski.
Bye.
Walk.
I'm letting you go.
Come
I'm not paying you.
Start running, actually. You're not getting a dime.
I'll pack your bag myself.
I think we should, like we talked about earlier, give Sloman a chance. If he don't prove himself, then we didn't have to kick. If we just keep up what we kept up at the end of last season, we didn't have to kick but extra point. I mean,
and to build on what you're saying, this is right now why you have one of the highest red zone scoring offenses.
Yeah.
These are the next couple years to get your guy at kicker because your offense isn't gonna. We can't always say, "Oh, we're on the 10-yard line. There, do your thing."
Yeah.
So this is the year to get your kicker in check before your offense gets older and you have to kick more field goals. But I let Gostkowski walk. Michael Pruitt.
Keep him for sure.
I'd keep him.
You want to just go ahead and talk about tight ends since we're on the
Since we're on tight ends,
we have one of the best tight end groups in the league. We got Jonnu, who's just all around run, pass, block. And you got Anthony Firkser, smart guy. Okay.
Harvard.
He's a run blocker. Michael Pruitt, he's like a run blocker / wide receiver. And then I don't even know how to pronounce it. Geoff Swaim, he's also a wide receiver / blocker. We got great tight ends.
I would try to keep them all, but it's the NFL, so you can't keep them all. I think.
But right here it's saying Michael Pruitt has more of a value than Jonnu Smith. I say if Jonnu isn't asking a lot, I'd keep Jonnu in a heartbeat. I'd give him, I think, what did I say, like 5? 4 or 5?
I think you said 5.
$5 million a year for like 4 years, be fine with it. Okay. But if he's asking like 8, 9, no, I'm gonna let him walk because we got so much in Anthony Firkser and Michael Pruitt to where we don't have to pay that much.
I'd meet you in the middle and I'd give him 7, and he might be able to convince me to go more just because when we need him, he's there. But you're right.
If we get the pass heavy OC, keep him. Okay, keep him. But if we get another Arthur Smith, there's no point because he's not gonna incorporate him into play calls.
Because you're right. You're right about that. We didn't use him as much as we should have targeted him. But I would still keep him. I would try to keep all our tight ends. I'd let Swain go. And that's just because I know somebody has to lose their job because it's a business.
And right now, he got paid more in 2020 than Jonnu. So
now, the best backup at left tackle, I believe, in the league.
Ty Sambrailo.
I'm keeping him.
Yeah, I'm keeping him. Second string behind either Taylor or Dennis Kelly. Okay.
I'm keeping him and trading Isaiah Wilson in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. I don't care what we get for Isaiah. Anything is something when it comes to him. But I think if he can get his stuff together this offseason, because you saw his post on Instagram, he don't care.
No, he still doesn't care. He's still out on cruise ships.
Like,
he doesn't care.
So many people would kill for the opportunity that you got. Just one game, somebody would kill for that. And you're out here wasting your talent. You got some raw talent, dude.
He's huge. But I think
he just wants to go party.
I would trade him. I would. And like you touched on, Jack Crawford, he's older. I'd probably let him walk.
Yeah, if he's asking for more than probably 2.
Next is a fan favorite. The boy. Will Comp. Would you keep?
He's getting on up there.
He is. But
I think if anything, like you said, for locker room camaraderie, I keep him around on the practice squad, or at least behind Rashad or David Long.
And this ain't even bias speaking. Will Comp is a great special teams player.
If anything, practice squad special teams.
Great special teams player. He wants to be a Titan. I'm not saying that he would turn down other millions to stay a Titan, but I'm also saying he would take a cut to be a Titan. And I mean, we love Will Comp. We think he's a Nashville celebrity, but it's not like he's the hottest thing
No.
in the NFL.
That haircut had him the hottest thing in the world.
But I believe we could keep him on a very, very team friendly deal, and just provide depth and special teams. So I say either a special teams player or a practice squad player, but I would definitely keep him somehow. Marshall Newhouse. He got called up for one game. I'd let him walk. Let him walk.
I don't know really much about him.
Nick Dizard.
I gotta look up his stats because I'm trying to think.
This is that guy. Remember when Will Comp got the fumble? He was in on that play. I don't think he did much, but I know he was in on the play.
So he's number 49. Shame.
I'd let him walk.
Yeah.
He's 30.
Let's look at his stats for this year. Yeah, let him walk. He's got 14 combined tackles. Only 7 assists. Yeah, let him walk.
Chris Middleton. I'd let him walk.
Yeah, we got good quarterback depth, I think.
We talked about Swansea. Sonor Perry.
He was on running back.
He was on IR the whole year anyway. I'd let him walk too.
You got Foreman, Darrington, Derek,
and McNichols.
And McNichols. I think we'll be fine.
Darren Bates.
I think we ought to let him walk too.
Yeah, it's gonna be pain just because he was such a cool person in the locker room.
But he really don't bring. I think he'll be a great backup for other teams. But I just don't think it'll work here because we got so much depth on the DB side. So
Matt Overton. I think he stays practice squad. I don't think he moves up or changes. I think he just stays.
Yeah, because we don't really have a long time.
Ty Smith.
I think you let him walk.
You think you let him walk? I think he's made some big plays.
Because you got Borders and...
but yeah. You got Borders. You got Fulton. You didn't draft Fulton here to play Ty Smith. You feel me? So I would let him walk. We talked about John New. We talked about first here. Deontay Foreman.
If he ain't asking for a lot, I say you keep him.
I think
he's a good power back. He's fast too.
I think he's another guy like Matt Overton. I think he stays on practice squad.
And if we need him, he comes up.
Yeah.
Khalif. Good speedster, but I don't think we really.
Now hear me out. If he doesn't fall and he makes that catch against Baltimore, I think he earned himself a job. But he falls and he doesn't make the catch.
Because I don't want to put the blame all on him.
No, you can't put the blame all on him.
Because Marcus Peters, Marcus Peters is about 6'3".
Yeah.
And Khalif is about 5'2". So he's running into a brick wall. He didn't know he was there.
So things happen, and I want Khalif to find a job, but somewhere else.
But Khalif is like AJ Brown's fast. Corey Davis is fast, but there's not a Khalif fast. I think on a go route, he's our best bet.
We don't use him though.
No, that's the problem.
If we got him involved in screens and all that, keep him.
Yeah.
But his one, he doesn't really play offense anymore.
Yeah. Don't really play special teams anymore.
We replaced him with Batson and Darrington.
Darrington, cold.
So I think we've seen Khalif last game as a Titan.
Name a running back that can smack somebody like Darrington.
That tackle was tremendous.
That had me hyped.
But I think Khalif goes.
Yeah. Breon Borders.
Oh, I'm re-signing that.
Yeah.
He's young, so his contract is still going to be cheaper.
And he did pretty good.
He showed flashes of being able to be a lockdown corner. He showed flashes. I'd keep him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah. Back to John. I just want to see what his market value is, see if we was right on that.
Yeah, it shows up for me, too.
Mine takes forever to look.
What did I say about 5'6"?
You said 5'6".
You said 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. But while we're waiting on that to load, Wyatt Ray. Let's see. Oh,
he's down there. Scroll a little bit. 8.
Hey, somebody hire me as their GM. I'll promise you I'll be a cat-friendly GM.
So, who? Wyatt Ray? Who was that? I don't.
He plays on Madden. I know him because I got to put Clowney in because the It's on the live roster, and Clowney's hurt on the live roster.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd let him walk.
I don't think he really did a lot this year, did he?
No, we didn't need him. Now into a bigger name, Mr. Desmond King.
He got a sack.
Oh, we got a sack.
That's pretty good for our team this year. All right, Desmond King.
Desmond King.
Depends on what moves we're gonna make on the defensive side of the ball.
I understand that.
Because right now, I think he's our best bet for slot. Adoree sucks. Malcolm Butler was. This is sad to say. Malcolm Butler was our best cornerback this year.
Malcolm. Now I know you just don't like Malcolm.
No.
But
he really didn't do bad though.
He didn't do bad
for having to face speed guys.
And that's what I'm gonna say. We were placing him against people. Putting him in position not to be successful, and he held his own. I would say he was still a top 15.
He needs to get a bigger face mask because this big. This is how it looks. Don't turn his head at all.
Top 15, maybe top 12 corner. There's no doubt that I would. I like Malcolm. I like Desmond, but again, you didn't draft Christian Fulton for no reason, and you don't plan for injuries.
I think you put Fulton and Adoree. How fast is Fulton? Is he kind of faster?
On Madden, they got the same rating. I don't know a lot about speed, so like when I judge speed, I go off Madden. He's got a 90 speed, Adoree has a 93 speed.
Because Fulton held his own.
Yeah, Fulton did good.
You just cut Adoree, okay? Or trade him. You'll get something for him.
Yeah. You would trade Adoree?
Yes. And put, Borders or...
I don't think there's any way they trade Adoree because then if we trade Adoree, then John Robinson played himself. He picked up his option, so now he would have to pay Corey just to get rid of Adoree anyway. And Adoree, I'm hard on you, but I will give you were hurt. That it was your knee, so it shouldn't have anything to do with tackling when you just stick your arm out there or getting beat 15 yards off. Adoree got beat, right? And everybody talks about Adoree's, right? Everybody's like, he has track star speed. I have yet to see Adoree's track star speed. T.Y. Hilton used to toast him up. Marquise Brown caught a cramp, came back in the game, still toasted him up in the playoff game. You know how embarrassing that is?
It's Adoree we're talking about.
So,
maybe, yes, the knee is affecting, but you had, 15 weeks to get to 100? Even if you had surgery, dude, that's just ridiculous.
Me personally, it depends. If you want to look at the draft, then no, you don't resign Desmond King. But me personally, we have a young corner that we're working on, so I would resign Desmond King because he's consistent. I look at Adoree, I don't know what I'm going to get out of him.
Yeah.
I look at Malcolm.
You got 2019 playoff Adoree, I'll take him.
Yeah.
2020 regular
looking
season.
Like he was going to be a top-tier corner coming into it.
Yeah.
But then you look at Malcolm. I know Malcolm is going to give up a few plays, but I also know Malcolm is going to cause a couple good plays and get me a turnover.
Get a couple breakups.
So I look at Malcolm, I know what I'm getting. I look at Desmond King, I know what I'm getting. I look at Fulton, he's young. I don't know his play style. I don't know what I'm getting. I look at Adoree. I don't know if I got lockdown corner Adoree or get burnt by everybody corner Adoree. So I'm
burnt by Cheyenne Adoree.
Me personally, I'm bringing in Desmond King.
At least for another
year.
How much?
Ooh. Because
I'll say 4.5 to 5.
You say 4.5 to 5? It depends.
Because he did good.
In his first game, he got a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and he had the high turnover rate with Malcolm. I would say he's not as much as a ball hawk, but he is.
But he's physical too, I'm pretty sure.
But I'd give him about $7 million too, because this is it for you, Adoree.
Yeah.
I'm not scared to let you off. $7 million.
6.8.
Oh my God, we're killing the game.
I didn't get that, but I said 5. So I think close enough.
John, if you retire, I think we should have your job.
Nah, I ain't got the hundreds of millions of dollars. a portion of it.
Another big player,
Jayon,
Jayon Brown.
like I said earlier, I think we got a lot in David Long. But what? Because Rashawn, he's about the same age as Jayon.
Yeah.
Same draft class.
Same too. I think we got Rashawn and then Jayon the next year, or it might have been the other way around. But they came in like right after each other.
Because I don't want to say Jayon's Brown when Rashawn is the same age.
Yeah.
So, but I think Rashawn is definitely, he's got more promise. Jayon's going to be great, but I don't think it's with the Titans. I think we got more in David Long. For cheaper, too. Cheaper
Now you
option.
see, this is why I wish we already had a DC so we could know the game plan going in. Because if we're dropping our linebackers in coverage, then I'm bringing Jayon back, no question.
Yeah.
But if we're blitzing a lot, then I'm good with David Long and Rashawn.
Mhm.
But since
And really, David Long ain't that bad in coverage.
he's really not.
He's got a couple good breakups.
But since I already said I would bring back Desmond King, and if I have the four corners, I might as well go and assume we would work out of a nickel dime set where we had like more corners on the field. I'd let Jayon walk too.
Then next we got Jamil Douglas. Who did he step up for? Did he play this year?
He played, and then maybe he got hurt too. Because I know somehow we ended up on Andrew Brewer.
Yeah.
We had a lot of offensive line injuries. I re-signed him for
That's what's crazy is we had 2 starters, and Roger wasn't 100 for the last 7 games, and Derek still got 2,000 yards.
I would keep whatever's going on in that offensive line room. It's working.
Yeah, I keep them all.
Yeah, because we were literally paying.
Because again, you don't know what's gonna happen.
We were playing plug and play, and the chemistry wasn't off between them. So I would try to keep that line room the same. Matt Dickerson. Don't even know him. I let him walk.
Yeah. Let him walk. I don't care if he did good this year.
Nick Westbrook.
I say let him walk.
I let him walk. Because even if we do keep Corey Davis, which I hope we do, I don't think there's any way that we don't draft anybody. You feel me?
Even if it's like a 5th round guy.
Yeah, we're drafting somebody, so I'd let him
have
walk.
a next Tyreek Hill. You never know.
Hopefully. Joshua Kalug.
He didn't do terrible, but I don't see a need for him.
Yeah, there's nothing like
Breon Borders and Fulton.
Exactly. We're fine.
Kari Blasingame, keep him.
You gotta keep him.
I wish we would incorporate him more.
He's fast for a fullback.
Fast.
And he's faster than a lot of
Sherman, but faster.
He's faster than a lot of linebackers, and he's blocking. And again, this is a locker room dynamic that you just wouldn't want to break up by letting too many pieces walk. I'd keep him.
I think that's it.
And that is all.
Wait, let's see what we got in 2022.
I'm scared.
Ben Jones, Rashawn Adoree, Harold Landry, Darren Batson. Oh my God.
I didn't know 2022 was looking that dark.
David Quisenberry, Tart, he did decent. Logan Woodside, nah. Jeremy McNichols. 2023 worse. Malcolm Butler, Rogers, Adam Humphreys, Jeffrey Simmons, Dennis Kelly, Kenny Vaccaro.
Oh, 2023
Brett
is going to be a
Kern,
year.
Rashawn Evans, A.J. Brown, Nate Davis, Amani Hooker, Aaron Brewer, David Long, Mike Vrabel.
I give AJ.
Mike Vrabel.
What?
I guess his contract is up.
I'd give AJ Brown. I'd start working on his contract extension now because
10 years, $12 million a year.
Now, when I make statements like this, I try not to have recency bias. But AJ Brown is looking like he could possibly be one of the most dynamic receivers in Titans history.
Oh yeah.
If he keeps this up, which I believe he will, AJ Brown is looking like he could end up top tier.
Hey, 2024 is gonna be worse. Ryan Tannehill, Taylor Wan, Derrick Henry, Jeffrey Simmons.
Oh my God.
Isaiah Wilson, he's gonna be cut already. Darrington Evans. So this draft class and Derrick and Taylor. I wish I knew what is Taylor Wan's You just look.
So this is all going down in 2024.
Yeah. Let's look at Taylor's fines and suspensions. That's fine.
You know that list is long.
For the PEDs, $3.929 million.
I forgot he got caught on the PEDs.
Hey, he's got a pretty clean slate. $10,000 for fighting against Josh Foreman. $13,000 for one sportsman. 2630. How much did AJ Brown get fined for throwing the ball in the stand?
7,000 and then 12,000. I just remember the.
And then I saw Patrick Mahomes. He did it.
Yeah.
I bet he didn't get fined.
No, he's the face of the NFL.
So dumb.
He's the face of the NFL.
And that's another thing. I don't think AJ Brown gets enough
No,
time as he
AJ Brown is better than DK, and he's better than Terry.
And
when
yet,
you look at sophomore receivers, AJ Brown is the best, most complete.
And then you look, and it's all DK Metcalf.
But I like that they support each other. That's cool.
Yeah, they're both swole. Let's look up Patrick. Let's see if he got fined.
No, what would Patrick Mahomes get fined for?
Throwing the ball in the stands.
No, he's the face. I don't think he can. Patrick Mahomes can basically do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, no, nothing. Let's look up. Because this got me heated, bro.
Patrick Mahomes can do whatever he wants.
Discrimination. Yeah, I'll say we are the change or something, but y'all let this light skin dude do whatever he wants. But Mr. Dark AJ Brown. Oh yeah, fine. Okay.
But yep. So those were our free agent predictions. Well, not predictions. Those are just what we would do. And you got anything else you want to add to this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll see y'all next time. 2 shows. You get 2 shows. Think about how blessed you are. We went like 3 months. But now you're getting 2 shows. But nah, y'all stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all next time.